In this video we are going to see how we can measure different parameters using multimeter. Okay, we have a multimeter and we have two probes, one red probe and one black probe. Okay, these probes need to be connected to the multimeter in two slots of the available three slots. Okay, here on the multimeter we have a display where values are displayed, and we have a knob. We need to put the knob in a proper section. Okay, on the right side of the knob on the top we have section for voltage, AC voltage measurement. Okay, on the left side we have DC voltage measurements. So we have different ranges for DC voltage measurement on the left side. Below that we have ranges for resistance, and that blue circle we have to measure the resistance of transistor. Okay, so we need to place the knob in a proper section to measure the parameter. Okay, this is for DC voltage, this for resistance. Okay, now it is switched off. So after that we have a section for measuring the connectivity. So we can see the connectivity of a circuit. The next we have a pulse one. We can give a pulse supply to a DC circuit, and here we have different ranges for measuring current. Okay, there are three ranges for measuring current, and also additionally we have 10 amp range for current, which is displayed in red. Okay, now the knob is placed in the DC voltage, and this is shown 00 is shown in the display. Okay, so now let us connect the probes. Okay, the black probe goes into the common slot, okay, which is displayed at COM. So black probe need to be connected to the common slot. Okay, so and the red probe need to be connected to the second slot to measure voltages, amps, and also resistance and connectivity also to the second slot. Actually, only to measure the 10 amp current we need to put the red one into the third slot. Okay, so these probes we need to put to the terminals to measure the parameter. Okay, so this is how we put the knob into different ranges and different sections to measure the proper parameter. Okay, now let us see one by one how we measure the parameters. So first of all, let's see how we measure the AC voltage. So we have two ranges for AC voltage on the top right hand side. Okay, V is for voltage and tilde is for AC. So we have 750 volts and 200 volt range. So now the knob is put on 750 volts. Now we are measuring the voltage of the supply in our house. Okay, so for that we are putting the probes into the socket. Okay, and the phase and the neutral, and the meter is in the AC voltage 750 range. We switched on the switch, it is showing us 260, 259, 260. Okay, the home supply now it is showing 260 volts of AC. Okay, we should be very careful while measuring AC. Okay, so we should not touch the terminals, be careful. So now we are going to measure the voltage of the battery, which is DC. Okay, now we are measuring the DC voltage. So for measuring the DC voltage, the ammeter knob should be onto the left side on the top. Okay, now the knob is put into 200 volt range of a DC voltage. Okay, now we need to place the probes, touch the terminals of the battery. Okay, red goes to the positive terminal, black goes to the negative terminal. Okay, now the voltage is shown in the display as 15.8 volts, which is good enough actually. Okay, good voltage. It's a 12 volts battery, so 15.8 it's showing, so it's fully charged. Okay, battery is good. So now we are going to measure the voltage of two small batteries, which is 12 volts and 7 Ah batteries. Okay, so let us see what is the voltages for these batteries. Okay, so now we connecting red to positive and black to negative terminals of the battery, one of the batteries. So now it is showing as 13.8. Okay, 13.8 DC volts. Okay, 13.0 volts. So battery is good actually. So it's a 12 volts battery, 13 point is good voltage. Okay, now if you reverse the probes, actually it is showing is minus. Okay, so the red should be connected to positive and black to the negative, so that it's shown proper. Okay, let us see the voltage of the second battery, showing 6.5, so which is very low. So we need to charge the battery, then we can check again to see whether battery is good or not. Okay, now let us see how we can measure the resistance. So this is a circuit board, we have a variable resistance here. So we are putting into the high resistance. Okay, so now let us put the knob of the multimeter into the resistance range section. So we are putting the knob in 2000 K range of to measure the resistance, which is measured in ohms. Okay, so now we are touching the terminals of the variable resistor. Now it is shown as 353. So it's 353 K ohms. The variable resistor's resistance is 353 K ohms. Okay, now we are reducing the resistance by turning the knob of the variable resistor. Now we are checking it again. It's showing us 225 K ohms. Okay, so this is how we can check the resistance. Okay, there is a small resistor in that circuit. Let us also see what the resistance of that small resistor. So we are placing the knob to the 200, the lowest range of the resistance, which is 200. So now the resistance of the resistor is checked. Actually it is showing as 103, 103.102, 103. Okay, so the resistance of the small resistor is shown. Now we are checking the connectivity. Okay, to check the connectivity, we place the knob in appropriate section of connectivity. We are checking the connectivity of the wire. Okay, now there will be a beep sound. If there is a beep sound, then it says that the wire is good, there is no disconnection, the wire is continuous. Okay, to check the continuity we use that. So this is used in home wiring also, to see whether a wire is broken in between. Okay, so now let us see how we can measure the amperes, the current. Okay, this current is also here, we can only measure the DC current, be careful. Okay, so we have three ranges for current: 2000 microamps, 20 milliamps and 200 milliamps, and also we have 10 amps. Okay, now to measure that, we need to place the multimeter in series actually. Okay, so now it is showing as 33.5 milliamps. Okay, the current is shown as 33.5 milliamps. Okay, now we can also put the knob into the 10 amp section. So for that we need to change that knob into the third from bottom. Okay, so for checking 10 amps we need to place that there. Okay, now it is shown as 0.03. Okay, 0.03 amps, which is again 33 milliamps. So 33 milliamps divided by 1000, which is 0.03. Okay, showing properly. Okay, so let again just summarize. So right hand side we have the AC voltage 750 volts and 200 volts. On the left hand side we have DC voltage ranges 200 millivolts, 2000 millivolts, 20 volts, 200 volts, 1000 volts, and we have resistance ranges from 200 ohms to 2000 kilo ohms, and we have connectivity, and we have amperes current range, 3 ranges, and also one for 10 amps range. Okay, so this is how the sections are divided. Okay, this is how different parameters are measured using multimeter. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Please like the video and also subscribe the channel so that you can get informative videos. Okay, thanks a lot.